In this lecture, we're going to go into a little bit more detail on testing and optimization. The first thing we need to take into account is the fact that we are using history to test and optimize your settings. There are considerable limitations because of that. And one of the limitations is that there is no guarantee that the currency's price action will be the same in the future. So we're just using history as a guide to help us in the future. If we do our testing in considerable detail, it will also teach us a lot about the EA and where the sensitivities around the settings lie. So it's important to do a proper job of testing. The testing needn't take a long time, as some of these detailed tests take less than an hour. So the best you can do is test regularly and test widely using different currencies, different periods, and different time frames. They all may react and give you better results by using different combinations. So spend a lot of time testing initially, and then once you've got to a point where you've got reasonable settings, all you need to do is update your testing on a regular basis, once a month or more. It is also a good idea to use a portfolio of currencies so that if you do not receive optimal results on one currency, hopefully another currency can make up for that. It's also a way of spreading risk when trading the Forex market. It is always very important to be aware of the dangers of over-optimization, where your settings become excessively unique. Now, the problem is that when your settings are excessively unique, they are unlikely to repeat in the future. We are back to our heat map graphs of our test results, and what one would do is try to find settings that are surrounded by many other successful settings. It's not a good idea to go and focus on a setting that is not surrounded by other successful settings. So for instance, that could be the optimized setting for this test, but as you can see, it's not surrounded by many successful ones. I would rather go for one like that, where it's surrounded by a lot of successful settings. So use these heat maps to guide your setting select. Always try to back your findings up with additional information where possible. Now that additional information can come directly from the Forex market or from your past practical Forex trading experience. The information you see now is detail about the pound-yen hourly volatility during the day. So this shows you how the volatility changes over a 24-hour cycle. And if you can remember back, the settings that we selected were just prior to the European opening and then just after the US openings. We have come up with the high volatility part of the market for the pound yen. So that confirms that the settings that we have found in our testing aligns with what is happening practically in the market. Below this is a volatility measurement of the day of the week. If you can remember back, some of these settings recommended that we do not trade on a Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday. And you can see why, because those are volatility low days. So Monday is definitely the lowest, and Thursday appears to be the lowest. And this backs up our findings on settings. I think in the end we cut Monday out of our trading days. Details about the currency volatility and many other free Forex trading tools can be found on the expertforex.com website. If you click on daily Forex tools, there's a whole list of very valuable daily Forex trading tools that you can use. And on your screen at the moment is the Forex currency volatility over a number of weeks. which shows the 24-hour volatility of any currency you want and the weekly volatility of the currency by day. And also it shows you the current volatility of a currency over any period you want. You can actually go all the way back and have a look at how the volatility of this currency has changed over time. Now we've used these two in this example. So go to this website, click on Daily Forex Tools. They're all free and use them as best you can. So last but not least, it is extremely important to use quality data when you do your testing. Data that has a quality of 90% or more would be acceptable. If you have used your broker's platform for a very long time, the data should be quite reasonable, but check your broker data or download free quality data whenever you can. In MT4, there are a few tricks to see how much data you actually have in your for testing. And one quick way that I like using is I go to File, then Open Offline, and it will open up the history that you have available on your system. Now, for instance, if we look at the Aussie Yen 1 minute history, it goes back a considerable amount of time. This will give you an idea how far back your history goes. For instance, for the Aussie Yen, the history only goes back to March for the 1 hour. So use this as a guideline. The other guideline that you can use is you can open any chart, and I'll just open any chart and click on Home, and it will take you back to the start of where history starts. And as you can see in this particular case, I've got history back to the to February 2012. The history resides in the Tools settings. So you've got Tools, and there you have History Center. You can open that up, and it will open up the History Center. And again, you can click on any currency you want. When you click on it, it opens up your History Center, and you can actually go and have a look at how many bars or how much history you have for each particular currency. Now, let's just choose a vague currency like the Euro, South African Rand, and click on the 1 minute. You see there's basically no history in this particular system for that particular one. Pound franc, 1 minute, again no history because it's a vague currency. Let's see what it's got for the euro. 1 minute, there we are. So we've got quite considerable, and if you want to go and have a look at how far back it goes, you just go right to the bottom, and there you can see the 1 minute euro only goes back to June 2014 in this particular case. The 15 minute, we do that and go back, this one goes back quite a long way to January 2012. So that's that. So I've shown you 3 ways that you can check on your data. The first way of downloading your data is you could go to, for instance, the euro. Let's do the euro 1 minute. If you're not happy with the data that you have, you click on download, and it will download whatever your broker has available as history for that particular currency. If you've been using your broker's platform, it will automatically have loaded new history continuously as you use the platform. If you want to import data, you use the import data facility. I use TickStory to download historical data. The beauty of this data is that it is free and goes back a considerable time. I think it goes back 10 years, so you'll never be short of data. It downloads tick data, high quality data, and so you just click on the button and follow the prompts. You download a bit of software, and then once you've got the software on your computer, you can then select currencies and the periods that you want to download. What I like is it also puts the downloaded information into the correct directories automatically. You don't have to go and search and copy and paste and do all those kind of things. It does it automatically. As I say, it is a free service and you can get quality data using this particular website. The website is clickstory.com. So I hope I've made you aware of some of the weaknesses and opportunities within the testing and optimization activities. I hope you found this lecture interesting and that it's given you quite a number of ideas on how you can improve your testing and optimization